What up? What's my name? I wish you could smell in here right now. Straight, what's up, homie? Cheers, man. Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for smashing the like. Straight out of money in the house. First one in the chat, first one liking the stream. That's what I like to see, yo. How's your day going, man? I have been fasting. It is almost noon. I have abs today. I'm gonna do some back workouts, some bicep, tricep, glutes. Feeling good. You're feeling better. That's good. Are you able to have a bath today? Because feeling good you can get pushed back, eh? Keep eating strong, healthy, nutritious nuts. If you can get any almonds or any pecans or a couple oranges in you, get a couple oranges and I'll eat a couple oranges in a minute. We're doing this, I'm making angel hair pasta. I got these unreal mushrooms sauteing in a unreal season. I wish you could smell in here right now, bro. I wish. I wish I could bottle this up and send you sniffs and a free meal, you know? Especially since you're not feeling good. I'd love to cook for you. Bring you meals on wheels. Next, get right into this. Over here, we got these things. Got a wicked dessert for you today. It's at Walmart. There's a dessert at Walmart for $5. And, it's an almond cake. OMG, bro. It is so good. I think it changed my life. I look at life differently because of this darn cake. It's called Almondy. I'm gonna call them right away and let them know. I love you very much and I thank you for making that chocolate delicious nutritious cake I ate last night. It was so tasty. I could eat every single bite. No regrets. Oh, let's go. That is plant-based. I can show you. Plant-based. Creme de la creme, baby. This stuff is awesome. Next, whole, sliced, diced. How you doing? Pickled peppers, baby. Get a few of them in there. Treat yourself. You know what I'm saying? Feeling groovy. Look at these mushrooms now. Oh! And I do this daily, yo. Next. You already know. Stir, stir, stir. Look how thick and rich and beautiful this is. Look onto it. Oh, cascading. You want to cut the heat right now. The residual is all you'll need. Now you've got this here. These are damn near done, okay? You're going to cut the heat on these two. You're going to pop your angel hair pasta into that secondary pot. You got your Beauty Miss Maximus going here. I can't even express. I can't even begin to express, bro. But what I can do is guarantee you some of the finest cuisine coming up right away. You just gotta stay tuned. This is the show you wanna be tuned into. If you wanna get raised by a hot chick, yo, you're gonna need to learn how to win her over. And if you're hideous like I am, then you gotta be a good cook. You gotta learn how to cook really, really good. Yo, let's get it, son. Oh, get some. Next, you're going to preheat your oven because you've got two things going on. You're making two separate snacks here. I'm going to talk to you a bit about the next one in a second. The oven's off. Preheating the oven, this is the stove. We've turned the stove off, both elements. So now we're just going to turn this into the most amazing. Watch this. Watch this. Call this 2 ways from Sundays, okay? Let me show you. First way. First of all, I love you very much. Second of all, you gotta get stuff going. Let's go. Now, once you get your first thing done, you gotta do some dishes, but that's okay. You love dishes. You don't? Me neither, but we're doing them, okay? That's how you don't get sick. You gotta wash your plate sometimes, boys. So we're washing this at, this is a pan, and we're washing it. You can see these mushrooms now have really reduced. They're looking spot on. You can see this vegan bechamel cream sauce I've created from scratch in front of you right before your beautiful eyes. You can't get any healthier, any sexier than my bechamels. And I'm telling you, once you taste my cooking, you gotta bang me. Dudes need not apply. Oops, oops, oops. Maddie is a relative of mine. I skip relatives and dudes. All relatives and dudes. I have 1/3, 4th cousin 7 times removed. What? No, I'm kidding. Probably you though. Still. Last 2 people on Earth, fine. Banging her. But that's it, you know? Oops, oops, oops. Alright. So, now you thought this was going to get strange, didn't you? Based off what I said there. Well, you were right. When you're a stranger, when you're a stranger, things go wrong in the night. People are strange and stranger. You're going to turn this on. You're going to boil angel hair pasta in your seasoned pot with your mushroom stuff you had going. Trust me, I'm a boss. Ooh. And why do you put them in cold? So they can actually absorb some of that, some of the flavor. We're gonna add some sea salt to this. Okay, be prepared for amazing. Okay, we're cooking 6 bundles of these. These are personal bundles. You can't put that in there. This is uncooked, right? The mistake people make. It's not a good mistake. You can really plus this stuff is dry. It needs to reconstitute, which is another thing most people don't get about cooking. It's moisture content, and there's a level of moisture content that you can carry through a dish before it gets bland, mushy. There's so many variables to moisture content, and each specific dish. This has what's called the most perfect consistency in the world. There aren't many chefs that can perform what I just done. And I would like to say personally, I am the greatest chef on earth, and I would crush anyone in the kitchen cooking plant-based. Anyone in the world cooking plant-based, I'll crush you. I've seen everyone's cooking. There are 2 dudes from California who have restaurants. They are wicked. They may crush me. But they're making like vegan plant-based buffalo chicken wing burgers, and they're doing vegan drumsticks and made out of celery. Like, I can't figure it out. But besides them, there's no one. And they gotta have a lot of ingredients. I literally don't have much ingredients, and I don't have a recipe. I created this in my head from scratch in 9 seconds. Thank you. At first I said, what do I got in the kitchen? I don't even like pasta. Here I am making angel hair pasta. I love angel hair pasta. Regular pasta is gross. The tubular noodles. You get macaroni. Don't get me started on crappy dinner. There are some hot chicks that like crappy dinner, and I can't get over it. I had to unfollow. So that's a thing, okay? If you're eating crappy dinner, you're guaranteed you're getting unfollowed by hot dudes. Okay? Now I'm gonna taste this. Oh, I'm gonna take you places. I want to say poutine. You just one word, poutine. And these mushrooms in plant-based white sauce, and it tastes like freaking poutine. Get that over fries. Chop the mushrooms up really thin strips. Sear them off. Keep them to the side. Drizzle that over air fryer fries. Drizzle this sauce over the air fryer fries, and then garnish with your mushrooms. But I'm going to show you, that's way number 2. We're doing this as a plant-based sauce. Remember I told you 7 ways from Sunday. I'm going to show you another way right now. We're going to take half of this out of the pan. We're going to use it for the angel hair. I'm making a taco, some sort of enchilada thing in the oven. The oven's preheating right now. I'm getting excited. Yo, is it Monday, bro? It's Monday, and the tank is full, bro. Let's go. Who's coming with me to Flavor Town? It's a long drive, but I got a full tank of hybrid gas. Let's go. Washing this thing here. Give me a second. We're washing it up. Man, I'm telling you, nothing tastes better than home-cooked meals that you make. Unless you suck at cooking, then geez, order out, but man, I cook so good. This is going to be a tasty meal. You can get the recipe off me if you're a channel member at the $29.99 a month. For 2 months, we'll say 2 months, you'll start to get your recipes as you ask for them. Once you've asked for 6 recipes and been a channel member for 2 months, you can come to me with your 6 recipes you'd like. And that way you feel like you're getting half a cookbook off me, right? And these are recipes made on video. These are masterclass cooking classes you can have forever. It's not just a piece of paper. Most people can't read very good, and if you can, most people can't take in what's being written on the paper very good. Videos are better if done by masters. That hence me. You gotta watch it a couple times. So what I'm doing is not easy. I never claimed this is serious. How much do you think the best chef in the world makes cooking for the biggest, richest king in the world? Not much? That's what I was thinking. So here we are. I'm in my house cooking, not for some snobby Uber, right? Let's go. So here we are. We got these tortillas, just enough, because the gods love me. Okay. So now We all have it in us to be gods, eh? Nobody is better than another person. You haven't unlocked your abilities, right? And it's a true thing. This is why you watch shows like Dragon Ball Z where they level up, okay? You have it in you to level up. You just haven't done it yet, okay? There's plenty of time for you to be someone better than you are right now. Not that you're not a good person, but you can be more, right? And if you're not trying to be more, I mean, stay level 1 noob forever, because that's where you are. If you're not trying to get better and be better, then literally I guarantee you're not past your level 1, bro. So upping your game, your intellect, your wisdom, you know, learning from others and feeling others' despair and dismay, and then helping them, you know, kneeling down, bending down, picking them up, carrying them. Everyone's like, oh, I can't carry anyone. Go watch my 2 years of Call of Duty Mobile. I'm like, I carry anybody. I'm the best in the world. Go watch my videos as I revive 9 people per game and take out 5 squads myself and win the game first every time. Battle Royale survival. You can't, there is no one that will ever play Call of Duty Mobile and ever get where I was. No one. They all hack and cheat now. I smoke cheaters big time, bro. Like, the cheaters are leaving feedback on me saying I'm cheating, and the game was looking at me going, well, he's not cheating, but technically he has to be somehow because he's beating the cheaters, right? Like, the game can't figure out how I'm doing it, and the game is set up and designed to give the people who are the creators of the game what's called God mode. The same way the same way Twitter has God mode that allows the creators of Twitter to go in and fiddle with anybody's single Twitter account in the world. They can access it. Same thing is on other platforms. Use your imagination quickly and think about where you are. Period. Now, God mode has come to light. This is a fact. The second fact, shut your mouth. The second fact, I hate my oven. God mode. The second fact is that now they have revealed that Elon Musk, which is not the only person, but Elon Musk owns Twitter. It has been found out that Elon Musk and his 120 million followers, he is getting his videos or his tweets are being pushed. You don't understand what push means? They're being directly sent as if it was a text message sent to your specific cell phone number. It's being pushed to the top of your Twitter feed instantly. And this has come to light in the last month and a half, 2 months, 2.5 months ago. It's been a while, but it's come to light as well. Now, again, that same feature is used on every other platform around the world. No joke. So I'll ask you this. If you ever see a company asking for people to pay for advertising, but yet they claim that your videos are naturally and organically seen by people, then how is it possible to legally pay for advertising and push something if the whole platform is organic? You guys aren't smart enough, and you don't have your own channels, and you don't care enough about advertising, and you don't know anything to understand how deep this is. The whole thing is a joke. Everything about it is a joke. And that question, in a court of law, if I had the slimy fuck that made that shit under oath, he couldn't answer that without saying that, yes, the whole thing is corrupt. Period. But we make it look as though it's not, with what's called the Wizard of Oz guys. Now, you don't understand what I'm saying, and I really wish I could help people. There is a story about a yellow brick road. When you're a child, you watch this video. The part you missed is that the old wicked wizard was behind a curtain, was a tiny, feeble old man. And he lied to everybody in Oz, which was the place where they lived. The whole planet was Oz. and the wicked old man was behind a curtain and a loud microphone, and he had big screens that portrayed his lies. And he lived in a kingdom, and he had what was called a hierarchy system, that nobody on the bottom knew who was running the top of the show. Now, you have to go watch Wizard of Oz quickly because it will save your life. Then go watch Robin Hood. And remember, you can't be me. But the important part of this is you can be your own person that cares, that has empathy, that levels up. That's the point of this, right? You can't level up if you don't have empathy, if you don't have compassion. You can't get better because people will teach you. Others' misfortunes, others' successes teach you. And they teach you what not to do as well as what to do. So you have to consider all these things as you level up. Your mentors, don't pick me as a mentor. Go pick someone else. The point of this is that don't be like me. Go be someone else. Come back here in 5 years or 2 years when you're different than you are right now and you're better, when you've leveled up. Then come chat with me and level me up and let me help you level up totally different areas, genres of the world, of life itself. You all sit and learn the same thing, and then when you know something that someone else knows, you call them stupid. But when I sit in a garden in a field and I have bare feet and my muscles and I lug water and I grow better food than you could ever even imagine of growing, and the taste coming off of it are incredible, then remember that I'm not stupid. We were different, and you took for granted my knowledge. Period. Flat out. No question. Because I don't make a living or $1 million a year doing construction or selling cars, some people think of me as less. And I am so, there's a term used as a child, like something about rubber. I understand it, but I never figured out the saying, but something like, I'm a rubber band and what you say bounces off me and it bounces and fucking hits you right in the eyes, bro. Something like that. Anyway, the point of that is, I don't care. The second I see someone with the slightest bit of ignorance or arrogance, you are dead to me. Period. Flat out. I don't even know you. You have lost existence entirely. And that is not, it's not a defense mechanism. It's literally your lack of respect for leveling up entirely. And you're a level 1 noob because you followed in your fucking parents' footsteps, who followed in their parents' footsteps, who were the first gen to be modeled as zombies. Literally zombies. If you look around you in New York City when you're on the subway and someone's being attacked and everyone else is just staring forward, that's a fucking zombie mentality. A person with empathy and compassion jumps up and aids the person that's the underdog. I help underdogs. This is something most people don't really. I've said it a couple times, maybe episode 500, episode 2500, episode 3700. About that. That's it. But I love crushing bullies. I love crushing evil thought. Evil people with the worst thoughts. Crush them flat out. Just pancake them, move on. And I never hesitate. Because evil doesn't understand what they're doing. Evil is so dumb that you just gotta walk on them and keep moving. But when evil gets out of the gravel and when they pick their scabs off and when they're done eating them, you better believe they learned a valuable lesson that day. Because I will mention a couple things as I'm doing. I've said this before, maybe episode 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. I always let someone who's evil know what they did wrong. Completely. And usually, 99.9% of the time, I give you a fucking chance to run, too. But after that, you open that trap. There is no saving you. Because people who are evil, the next thing they think is to hurt someone, right? Now, I'm from, like, hurt someone, capital of Canada. if not the world. And I've been lucky, and I'm brave, and I'm very strong, and I'm very skilled. So I haven't been hurt before. I've never been, I've been attacked many times and never come out uh, crawling, never begging, not one time in my life. And I've seen it. I've seen the other side of it, and it's exactly what I just said to you. And so you have to understand that if you have a choice, you can make people either choose to walk away, or you can choose to walk away, right? Which is what I always do. But evil doesn't like you walking away, right? They don't like somebody walking away. In fact, I usually will get like charged, like, oh, like they'll run at me, not charged. I mean, like the Goldberg spear me or something, eh? And not all the time, but I've many times, hundreds of times, and it's easy. You could roll over and roll off them, but having them have half mount and thinking they're in charge is my that's my fun, right? And it takes seconds for them to realize that even though they're on top, they are in severe trouble instantly. Like, there's not a scratch on me every time, and this is I have all my teeth. I have extra teeth. You got to think about what I'm saying right now. So people are good and people are evil, and sometimes evil can change sides. Evil can change sides. I strongly believe that good people make evil people switch sides. They're sick of losing, or maybe being evil hurts, right? You teach people that being evil hurts, and watch them. Watch them not be evil next time. I'm telling you from experience. I'm not telling you because I'm a YouTuber who sits in a chair all day and just says how it is. And no, bro, no, I'm not a YouTuber even really. Like, I do YouTube and stuff, but I don't fit in with like what a generalization of what a YouTuber is, and I never will because, well, number one, I have a backbone. Number two, I see what a YouTuber is. It's someone that sits back and takes the money and sells sugary drinks. You sell you sell sitting daily, right? You'd never say throw a hammer through your TV. You sell lies. So not all YouTubers. There are some vegan channels that are pro health and super super healthy channels. There are so many channels. Well, for instance, Jake Paul is being sued, and I believe other famous celebrities for their part in FTX crypto, and YouTube plays a part in that too. I was like, how is YouTube not getting sued? Because YouTube featured and promoted these people at those times. So YouTube should pay a huge penalty. The largest platform in the world was pushing they had their top celebrities on YouTube are now being sued. Like, what kind of example does that? And I'll tell you something. My mom a couple years ago, she's like, do not touch crypto. She said that to me. I was thinking of getting a Bitcoin. I was thinking of buying a Bitcoin there. I didn't, but I should have. I should have bought 2 or 3 because we would have had boatloads. But here's the thing. Who am I stealing from? In order for you to get a Bitcoin that goes up 3 or 4 times in value, someone else somewhere in some area lost everything they had. And I can't do that to someone. I couldn't. Maybe my worst enemies, yeah. I could easily take everything you had, no problem. But I'm not going to. Just take a sigh of relief. I'm going to take half of everything you ever had. Oh, I'm not kidding. So think about it, Taking your truck, taking your bike, taking your rowing machine or your weight bench, whatever you got. I'm taking all of it. I'll leave you with socks, getting one left shoe. I'm going to wipe my butt on your gotch, all your gotch. I'm going to give you Viking racing stripes for life. You can't get them out. And that's going to be what you get. And I'll leave you a fridge full of food, taking everything else. All your forks, all your knives, all your spoons, all your sporks, everything. But yeah, as soon as the lights go out. So, I look forward to this day. As a master grower, I'll be one of the only few survivors of, past my 10-year, 20-year shelf life that they give you with, what's that called? Fallout? I'll beat Fallout. I'm Viking. I mean, we probably eat Fallout for breakfast for a year, and it makes us stronger. You know, I'd probably just eat a bowl of Fallout for breakfast every day for a year. Most people have no clue what's going on right now. That's okay. Let's get this into the pan. Let me scooch this back. I'm gonna show you something here. Let me scooch this back. So we got this over here. So another way we're cooking, okay? The real Prairie Potter in the house. Oh, I didn't even see you. Noel Martin Wrestling Beans. Oh, that's... You know who this is? That is a guy from Instagram. Yeah, this morning or yesterday, he commented on this person's thing, and he was just a racist. Man, what was it? Elvis and Priscilla. And this guy's a racist in the chat, boys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There was like 99 comments on the CTV. No, it's not CTV. What was it? I can't remember, but it's a comment. It's a video on Instagram, and this guy ends up being one of the creepiest. Like, there's not many people that actually come close to his creepiest comment. I can't even believe somebody comments like that. I'm pretty sure it's highly illegal what he commented, and I said something to him. Of course, I'm again fucking New York City Transit here. No one. There's 99 comments. I'm the only comment that said anything about this. And I'm like, dude, you're a slimy greaseball redneck goof, I said. I'm gonna find the comment. I'm gonna go read it. Oh, I upset him. He left me 3 or 4 comments. I don't reply to anything once I've told someone what I think of them. You can comment. I had cheerleaders for days. You should see the hot chicks commenting on my thread where I was telling them off. Oh, it looks funny. So I'm gonna go pull it up, and I'm gonna read some of the comments the replies that I got after leaving my comment. Fuck, are they hilarious. There are some really funny people on the internet. Oh, I know some of them came to the show, actually. I got 4 or 5 subscribers in 10 minutes this morning, and I know it's because of that. And the thing stays there forever, so we'll be getting more soon, right? And I don't care about that stuff, honestly, seriously. I'm happy that the world is waking up slowly, very slowly. But it was nice that once I told that guy off, the redneck goof off, it was so good. Minutes later, 37 seconds later, at a funny comment, and it's dissing dude as well. I was like, yes, this is what you need, you know? Show this guy, pick on this guy. Don't let this guy have the last say, and don't let him have any say if his say is racist, eh? Oh, it made me feel so good. It's very empowering to know that I am a shepherd, you know? And I'm not saying I'm not here to lead you. I'm just here to, I'm bugging you, maybe get you off your ass and maybe make you realize you're being stupid, you know? That's it. So, that's looking amazing. I want to do one more thing to it. You already know. You can't be watching the show this long and not have a bit of an idea of what's really going on. Hey? How you been? Real Prairie Potter. I'm groovy. How are you, dude? How are you? What's up, straight? And then the other people in the chat, sorry, I didn't really see who you were. You miss sloppy heads, eh, Prairie Potter? What do you do now that you don't have sloppy heads every day, every single day? Oh, it's funny shit. What do you think of that fiasco? His wife leaving him, taking the kids. They have a baby. He's cheating on her with absolute prostitutes in a parking lot. I never thought that was funny. I thought it was horrible. And then there's all the other stuff he was doing. Oh my goodness. He was banging dudes as well, wasn't he? Right in the trailer while she was at work. Just like the sickness, bro. The sickness. So, now you're going to go over a little bit of this. Once this begins to get a nice roast on in the oven, then I'll do the next step. This is my new dish. This is my new. I make another dish. This ain't it. It's sort of similar, but it's totally different. So if you can figure out what I'm saying, you have a shot at life, okay? What level are you here, Prairie Potter? Straight your level 77. You're doing good, buddy. I haven't seen you for a long time, Prairie Potter. What level are you, dude? Good morning, Tiggs. Oh, Tiggs is sleeping. I'll show you Tiggs in a minute here. It's nice of you. Tiggs is having a snoozy. Good cat, man. Really good cat. It's just a shame about my wife, you know? Almost, it was like a 2 for 1. Well, 1 out of 2 ain't bad, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my wife's awesome. Hard-working lady, you know? Hot! My wife's so beautiful. I can't even get enough of my wife. Oh! My wife's doing dishes, working, and I am gonna start vacuuming. And I got a few things I want to do. Oh, I got a little bit more of that too. But man, my wife was showing me how to do it last night, so that was awesome. She worked this. Where is it? I'll show you. I'll give her a shout out. She deserves it. Wood, laminate, and vinyl putty. Fills gaps and nicks. So I'm okay with wood putty, wood glue. I'm okay with wood putty, but apparently like this vinyl putty, and I'm guessing like this tube is from like 1914 because I did take out about 2 tablespoons off the top. And I did heat it up for a bunch of times too, but believe it or not, it works. I mean, it definitely does this thing. Is it perfect? No. Am I gonna go get my money back? Oh yeah. Because this is like $33 and I used half a tube. So this is going back to the store and I'm pissed. But it's okay. It worked a little bit. I'm going to have to either exchange it for another one. Hopefully the second one isn't bad. Or they give me my money back. And I go to Rona instead of Home Depot and find a different product to top over top of that. I don't mind the color of this one though. But I want to use epoxy to maybe fill the higher gap because the floor has this gloss over it, eh? So I'm thinking epoxy, but I don't know. I have epoxy here actually, and it's in like a small squirt bottle, it's like for your fingers. And if I can find it, I'll inlay it in the floor there. But the floor looks amazing. Look at this one nick in the floor here when we moved in, and now it's totally gone. So wow, really happy about it, you know. I gotta clean up the grates today. That's what I gotta do. I gotta take the screwdrivers out. I gotta take the grate off this one, the bedroom, the back bedroom, and the basement. A few of the basement I gotta do. But once I get all these grates off, I'm gonna, for like an hour, lock my cat in the bedroom, which is like 300 square foot. Plus he's in there all day anyway. Right now he's sleeping the whole day in there. He'll be fine. We'll put his cat toys in there and give him food and water. I need him in there for 1 hour. And because I'm opening the vents, the cold air vents for the ducks, and he can go in there. So obviously that's not going to happen. So I'll take the grates off and vacuum them all out. And then I'm actually going to do a reversey and stick the Stanley up into the basement floor, like in the ceiling of the basement, right? And we're gonna blow the air up and out. I know it's not that good, but I'm gonna cover the kitchen, the one that's near the kitchen here. I'll block that one. But the one in the bedroom, I'm gonna be sucking with the other vacuums, a couple of them, as it's blowing. I'm gonna block the other grates in the upstairs. And we're going to get a lot of the stuff in between the grates to come out. I was thinking of pushing it down, but that's not happening. And I can control it good, like this. So it's very easy to do. You take a duct, or you take a good piece of paper, and you triple it up, and you put a hole in there for the vacuum, and then you tape it, the paper to the nozzle to the paper, and then you tape the paper to the ceiling. Or you can just have your wife hold it, but it could fall out. So it's not that it doesn't take very long. It takes like 10 seconds to do this. And then you're going to block with towels. You're going to block all your other registers, right? You can use plastic and stuff like that or books, but it'll still blow that stuff to the top of the vent. I find when you push something in a little bit past the middle part. Either way, just block your vents with magazines. Take your registers off, put books on top of them, and then like a little weight, and that's good enough. You're just pushing air; it's not going to blow it off. But you leave one vent open upstairs, sucking, or with a few vacuums if you have. I have 3 or 4 vacuums, so I'm going to put them all in the grate and turn it on. And then she's going to blow up downstairs up, and I'm going to inhale it all. It's going to be awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's really going on? So that's the plan. My wife is going to be fairly hungry. I am starving. But who really cares, right? We're gonna get this plate washed, served up to my wife. I don't have any cutlery down here, up here, but she has it all down there. And this plate's nice and clean. Hot water. Got some nice strawberry. I make protein shakes today. Salads and smoothies. We're getting abs. We'll have abs by next summer. We'll have abs. You heard what I said, ladies. Look forward to the show next summer, ladies. Perfect. Look at this, hon. Made you angel hair pasta with this beautiful bechamel cream sauce and some mushrooms. And then I made a Mexican dish as well. Okay, so now there's no way to scoop out the angel hair pasta out of the pot. So, do I have any tongs or anything? I've got this. Let's see what we got here. So many people in the world are part of something bigger than they let on, right? One of those things is obviously the Secret Service. You got to ask yourself where the Secret Service was. Where was the Secret Service in Canada for the last 3 years? That's what I've been asking myself. I've been asking myself, where was the Secret Service when Justin Trudeau was getting caught with the wee charities and his family, you know? And then I was thinking, does the Secret Service only like snuff people that talk about people in government who do these horrible things and get away with it? And when someone brings it to light, is that what they're for? Because that's what they're for on the other side of the world. What are ours for? I have so many questions. We watch movies that say, oh, these people give their lives for the president. Is that the only person that they are there to protect? So many questions. But the problem with all these questions is I'm not a child. And all the adults I've ever met can't answer this. So this question is very, very sad. Because the answer I've already answered, haven't I? If you don't know why they're there, it can't be for you, and it can't be for good. Because they wouldn't be secretly doing good. There's no such group of people that goes around secretly doing good. Does your wife secretly cheat on you? Would you say that's good? Or is that bad? If someone's secretly doing anything 99.9% of the time, it's fucking bad. But you got so many brainwashed people around the world that don't understand. Secrets are the start. That's where evil starts. Is when secrets are kept. And if you look around you, I can guarantee there are a lot of Secret Service agents around the world that regret right now. Some of them can even correlate certain things that they had done to certain ongoings and, incidents that had occurred in the last 3 years. Very, very troubling. I think the Secret Service comes around looking for people that rob banks too. Because one time I had a guy, the guy is far too dumb to have robbed a bank. They actually had Secret Service come to this guy's house and ask if he robbed a bank, and the guy's like, no, I stink and I was watching cartoons for the last 6 days, and they didn't believe him. At first they didn't believe him, and this guy doesn't even have socks, man. This guy, and he's not poor. He's just dumb. There's nothing wrong with him. He's just super dumb and very lazy, and he stinks, and he's fit. But there's no way. This guy can't even tie his shoes. Fucking rob a bank, are you kidding me? And these guys were there at his place, and I'm looking at his younger brother, and his younger brother's looking at me, and we're both like, you're shitting us. Dude, you can't even pass a Crayola exam for what color is red, bro. We were like, dude, are you for real? And then he's like, yo, I took a picture of them walking down my sidewalk. And I'm like, oh, okay, let's see it. And so he shows us, he's like, see, I told you they came. And we're like, what the fuck? They look just like Men in Black. Seriously, same shoes, same pants, same shirt, same jacket. I've seen these guys before. They walk in threes and their arms don't move, so you can figure there's definitely a barrel on at least one of the three guys' arms, probably the dude in the middle, right? They're covering his left arm or his both arms, who knows, right? But it bothers me that secrets are kept, right? I don't like surprises. I figure surprises are as bad as secrets, because any surprise, any world war that ever started, was a surprise to the enemy, or not the enemy. I'm begging my pardon, to the loser, right? Any world war that ever occurred, the loser of the war was surprise attacked. Okay, so none of this is copacetic. All right, you got to learn though that you're being told the way to think. You're not learning what this world is about. You're being told how they want you to think this world is run. Period. Fucking flat out. And, there's people that just don't understand how the severity of it, right? Think about who's running it. Think about why they're doing it. And think about how long. How many times. We are a slave race. I've said it hundreds of times. Hundreds and hundreds of times. An ant farm. A great movie. One of my favorite movies. As a young boy with a large imagination. A very small, young, beautiful, blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy with a large imagination. Loved Spaceballs, the movie. The only movie to ever depict a dome around the planet Earth. Did you know this? Do you remember? There was a dome, a glass dome around the planet Earth. In the movie Spaceballs. It was a comedy. Everything about that movie was the references used a farce. Okay? A farce. So it's not real, it's a joke. And that's the way they have taught your parents that the true stuff back in the 70s and 80s that they had sniffed out, but they put out one movie and then they made all your parents watch MASH consistently. and they black mirrored you, they MK ultraed you. 100, I'm not saying mash specifically, they mashed your brain, period, with a television set. MK Ultra was running rampant in the 70s, 80s, and probably into the 90s. And I'm not saying it ever stopped, but they say it. They say they stopped it. If you go research this stuff, this is there for you to learn about, rather than just learning about, lipstick and screwdriver sets. Learn about actual relevant correlating subjects that engulf your life entirely. Period. Anybody that talks to somebody like that saying, "Oh, you should take your medication," anyone that talks to somebody like that, you're hurting inside. You take medication, and your medication isn't strong enough, unfortunately, right? Because your dumb trap just kept trapping, right? So I don't really understand some people and their motives, other than again, the people that run these platforms have thousands and thousands of agents watching and listening to everything. And they group files on you, and they can actually plant stuff in your feeds, right? But look, the internet is hackable, right? So I'm not worried about anything like that, nothing like that. My point is that these people are petty and weak, and when they get you, you have to understand that they can only get you if you admit to their lies that they've created for you to fall into their traps, right? Another thing is, of course, what you see happening to people, even in workplaces, right? There'll be someone they know is dirty, whether it's a sleazeball. There are women who will set you up, not in a bad way, but there are women who will, they will ensure that they can get rid of you, right? Off the workplace, right? And they will trap you. And I know firsthand from many people in Canada that there are bad men being taken out of the workforce right now in droves. This has been going on for a while, but you don't really hear about it in the 90s, but it was a thing. But the workplace now is mostly men, right? Mostly men run your workplace. The four women that are at the top, they are still taking orders from the man 99% of the time. Look at who the CEO or the president of your company is. There's 100 companies in Canada, probably, run by women. And they're not the top 500 companies in Forbes magazine, but they're women running companies for sure, which is awesome. I think it should be equal. In fact, maybe every year it should switch. A man and then a woman. Man and then a woman. Just have a vote on which man or which woman, but change the sex of the person at the top, because women have great ideas, but so do men, right? And if I had a company, I might largely consider doing that. I mean, if it's me, if I own the company, it's going to be me. But if I do all the work, right? If I'm doing all the work and I'm overseeing everything, I don't care who you are. How many dudes apply for a job that I already do? You're not getting it, right? So it's not that it's a woman. It's not that a woman can't have this job. No one in the world, no man in the world is getting that job, right? But my wife would be a great, CEO for one of our companies. I'd like to see that happen. So I cast it out and I make it happen, and we will have a great life. But you have to cast it, and that's something they definitely don't want you to know, right? They definitely don't want you to understand that you're a wizard. A very, very low-level wizard right now. I am an alchemist. I'm a wizard. My alchemy is I'm a botanist. of a bottle. But I think alchemy still goes into it because I'm about fertilizers, right? I'm going to use ferts, right? But and I understand them fully. It's not like, I think this one maybe would be helpful. No, I know what I'm doing, bud. So here, I'll show you the plate. We're gonna get out the other dish. Get out the other thing. We've made angel hair pasta with this wonderful bechamel. I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic powder on that. This one will be mine. I'll take a few of those mushrooms back. I don't even know if my wife wants any mushrooms. She's on a mushroom hiatus, she said, so I'll leave her like 2 or 3. I'll eat 99% of them. Let's check on the Mexican. Oh, the Mexican dish. I don't have anything to get the Mexican dish out of the oven with. Hang on. I gotta figure this out. I got a toque in my pocket. We're not using that. I got some paper towel I'll use for tidying up later. If I make this is a hot pan though. I don't know if I should be doing this. I guess we'll find out. Oh, I can do it. I can grab the pizza pan that's underneath. I cooked this one differently too, and actually, to be honest, if I can remember, which shouldn't be too hard, I'll cook it the same. Oh wow, gee whiz! You'd think I knew what I was doing. Wait till you see this, bro. Man, this pan's hot and this thing's heavy. It's gonna start putting tons of pressure on my fingers, which is gonna start heating up. No, seriously, dudes, I made this from scratch. Oh, I wish I could smell it right now. I wish you could give some sniffs on to her. Oh, we have our wiener water soup there. We got our angel hair pasta. Oh, and we'll put Italian seasoning on this stuff right now. Hang on, let me do that. And get the Italian, what is it? Italian seasoning. So use a little bit of this. And this stuff's very, very nice. This one's from Costco. A little bit of this across there. Not too much, but definitely get some. Got a few artichokes. Just gonna take an artichoke and a little bit of its oil, and we're just gonna put a little bit of artichoke across this. Who doesn't love artichokes, eh? Get a nice bit of artichoke. The Italian seasoning. Now, and there's a little bit of vegan. I put a little bit of vegan butter, and it melted into the pasta over the angel hair. Oh, excuse me. So we're gonna put a little dash of sea salt over that one, and a little dash of sea salt over this one. A little over that shoulder, and a dash over that shoulder. Now, I'm gonna go like that. Let me get another, whatever the heck these are. These are artichokes. We're gonna dump some of that stuff out. Grab some of these artichokes. Ooh, tasty. You know what? I'm gonna eat this one. There's more mushrooms on this plate. Rather than just take them off the plate, I'll just eat this one. She can have a little bit extra pasta. I'm having Mexican anyway, so she's not gonna eat all this, but she'll eat it tonight. Whatever she doesn't finish, she'll put it in the fridge. Have it as a leftover. So, it's okay. It's okay. I got a squeegee here, and I dumped out 3/4 of that jar, so anything else is just going straight in the sink, off the granite. My hands are stiff. But all they're good for now is making fists. I can make a fist, and I can wave, make a peace sign, and a fist real good. Those are my resume skills. Hence why I'll just absolutely crush working for myself forever. It's the only way. It is the way. You want to work for someone else? Slave away for someone else to take 3/4 of the profits every day off your back? Come on. I mean, it could be millions if they're using your intellect. You could be losing out on millions. All right, next, close the oven a bit. Got my tea here. I was gonna slice the Mexican dish and plate some of it on my plate. There is zero room. This plate is full of yum and more yum. This one, less mushrooms, same amount of yum, minus the mushroom yum. I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Hashman out. If you want to see more videos that I made,